What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bassing with Sasha. In today's episode we talk about the drop shot rig, so stay tuned. Okay, so for the drop shot rig, you guys will need a drop shot weight. It's got a line crimp, so it makes it really easy for you to adjust the height of your drop shot. Then you'll need a drop shot hook. I use a small mosquito hook. You can use a bigger one, but I prefer smaller. It gives you better action on the bait. And for the bait, I use a Z-Man trick shots. This is a really good drop shot bait. Okay, so for the drop shot rig, you will need a spinning setup. You can use a bait caster, but I suggest you use a spinning setup. I've got 15-pound braid on here. That is all just personal preference. You can use fluorocarbon. 6 to 10 pound I prefer is the best size. So with this here, I've got 15-pound braid and I've got an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. So let's get into tying this drop shot rig. Okay, so let's start tying the drop shot rig. Okay, so the knot I'm going to be using is called a Palomar knot. I'm sure you can use other knots out there to tie a drop shot rig, but this is the one that I know of and what I hear the most popular. So you have your tag end of your line, you have your drop shot hook. You can see the tip of the hook is facing towards the line. That is key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this line through. I'm going to pull about 30 millimeters of line. Then I'm going to take the tag end and I'm going to go right back through that loop. Okay. Then from there you'll see I actually got this loop. I have two tag ends. I have the main line that's coming from the rod. I have the line that I've actually fed right back through the loop. So all I'm going to do is from here, I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to tie an overhand knot. Okay, so I've tied an overhand knot. Okay, so from there, I have this tag and I have this loop. You can see it, there we go. From there, I take my hook and I push it right through that loop. Okay, so now I've actually tied that through. Now you have all that stuff that's floating around there. I don't know if you guys can see that. From there, you don't cinch it down yet. You put it in your mouth, put some spit on it, and then you just pull it all together. Okay, so there you've got it. So now my hook is tied. I have this tag end. You guys are most probably thinking, wow, that's quite a long tag end. Okay, but that is very important to a drop shot rig. So now with this, you see the hook isn't sticking upright. It's all over the show. So this is a trick that's most probably been around forever. It's not really my trick. It's just showing you guys. So the tag end at the bottom of your drop shot tag here, you actually take the tip of your line, and the hook is pointing upwards now. You literally take your tag end and you feed it right through that hole again. From the top, you know, where the hook is pointing up, and you just pull it right through, makes the hook sit upright. So as you guys can see, the hook is sitting upright now. I wish that it would focus. There we go. You guys can see that. Now the hook is always going to stand upwards. So from there, you take your drop shot weight, you take your tag end, and then that's why it's got a long crimp. You don't need to tie any knots or any of that. You literally just feed it through the line crimp, and you just take the tag end and you pull it onto it, and then you cinch it down. So now you've got your drop shot rig. That's as simple as it is. Then from here you take your Z-Man trick shots or whatever bait you guys prefer. This is what I do. I've seen lots of different people out there that do it very, very differently. People nose hook it, so they actually take their bait, they take their hook, and they actually pierce it right through, and then it actually sits like that. I actually prefer doing it like this. So I actually take it like a So I actually put it in. I know this is very hard to see, but let me see if I can't make it any easier for you guys. I actually go like that, and then I push it through so it actually sits kind of weedless, if you guys can see that. So the hook is inside the bait and it's semi-weedless, even though it still gets hung up, but you don't throw this in heavy vegetation. Okay, so there you've got it. This is what catches most of my fish, and I really enjoy fishing this, and it's a super effective rig for your guys' fishing arsenal. For all you new fishermen out there, give it a go, give it a try. It'll catch you a lot of fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed the short tutorial on how to tie a drop shot rig. Leave it in the comments below what you guys want to see next. Maybe you guys want to see other rigs that you guys are interested in, and I will make a video about it. So hit that thumbs up for me, I really appreciate it, and also that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. But I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for another episode of Bassing with Sasha.